So today we're going to analyze a Charlie Parker head. This is called Cheryl. I'm going to skip this intro for now. We're going to come back to this. And for now we're just going to analyze these nodes according with the excuse me, according to the chord. So we'll just start here. C, we've got 1. This is G the 5th. Carries over. A is the 6 or 13. We'll call that 13. 3. C, 4. 4, 11, 5. We've got C is repeated. C7. So we've got the 3, the 9. We've got 5 again. 9, 1, 13, 5. 13 or 6. G minor 7. We've got the 1, the 2, the flat 3. We have the 6, 1. And here we've got flat 5. Right? So check this out. This is kind of interesting. Look at this approach. He's got D flat over a G minor. So he's got this kind of sound. Here's the chord. And then he's playing this note. So D flat, but look where it resolves to. C dominant 7. So this approach note is really fast. So he's got flat 5 to 1 to 6 or 13, flat 7, 1, 6, 5, 1, flat 7, F. Now we're at F dominant 7, that's a 3rd, 4, flat 9, flat 7, 1, or sorry, 5. We've got flat 7. Now he's got flat 3rd over F7, right? That's kind of interesting. Or sharp 9. So like this kind of sound. There's the F7. He's got this note. Oops, sorry. I played the wrong chord. There it is. It's a kind of a blues note right there. Or flat 3, you could call it 1. Then he's got the flat 9 right here, and E over F7 is major 7. So look, he's got flat 7 or flat 9 rather to major 7 to 3 to 4 or 11 to 1 to flat 7. So we're going to get back to the... Actually, no, let's talk about that really quick. I just want you to look at the use of chromaticism in this measure. So he's got F7, and he's got... to E. So look at this again. He's got another chromatic approach from flat 7, right, to the 3rd of this chord. E over, as it relates to C7. So, to 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, or 9, call it 9, to flat 3rd. This is an interesting one. He's got A, 4 or 11 to flat 5 to 1, 5, 1 to flat 5. Again, here's another chromatic approach. So in this chord, he's got A dominant 7, notice what he does. He's going 1, flat 7, and then he goes to the 5. So he kind of tricks your ear by first playing this. So D minor, and then he's got flat 5, so D minor 7, flat 5 almost. To D, to back to A. It's on actually in the chord, right? So then he's hanging out on the 9. It's a nice sound. 1, 1, 2. This is like another. He's approaching this chord, C7, and he's playing at a beat in front of it. So you could call this 4 of this chord, or 11, right? But it's also, he's bending your ear, so he's approaching it to this chord, so it's really the 1 of C7, right? 9, for A is 13, or 6, D7, it's got the 4, the 11, to 9, flat 7, and then to G7. Hopefully I'm not standing in front of the camera. Wow, I wonder if you can see this. Is this maybe a little bit better light. 4, 6, and then, sorry, this one is flat 7. 2, 4. But again, he's doing this thing where he's playing this 4 over G7, but really what your ear wants to go to is this C dominant 7. And that's exactly where it goes back to. I think they only play the head once, but on a lot of other recordings they play this melody twice, so they go right back to C, you know. Sometimes this is actually carried over, this C back to here. Okay. So now that we've kind of like put a bunch of numbers here up on this board, and just say, you know, kind of what it is, you know, relating these notes to each chord, I kind of wanted to talk briefly about the rhythm of the song and why it's kind of significant or interesting. First of all, we've got this intro, right? There's no chords on this thing. But what if there were? You could maybe do So I don't know. I kind of experimented with a bunch of chords, kind of trying to figure out what he was thinking. Maybe it was I thought maybe D7, maybe D7 flat 5, because you'd have that A flat in there, to 11, to flat 9, 13. I don't know. That's up for speculation, I guess. But in any case, it's just a pickup to this one. So, and then look what he's doing. Notice that he really emphasizes the 1 a lot in his songs and in his solos, actually. But he's kind of tricking you with this rhythm. 1 and 4 and 1 and. Right? So we'll kind of come back to this. But your ear is always kind of on edge because he's got this pickup. And that's kind of unique because you don't really know where the beginning of the song is. And because he's playing these things on the offbeats, it's hard to figure out where the 1 actually is. Right? I was singing the wrong key. Okay, so anyway, look, he's doing it again, where he's phrasing to the one. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 1 rest. 3 and 4 and, right? So again, he's kind of targeting this note. And it's a chord tone over F. Okay. And he's got a lot of like very unique ideas about kind of like extensions with these notes. You know, he's got flat 9 in here, very hip, very hip sound, for the day, it's probably late 40s, maybe early 50s, something when this was recorded. Anyway, so kind of continuing on, we already talked about this, the use of chromaticism, he's got this. And again, he's got that approach, half note, half step approach. And again, yeah, so flat 9, C7, so he's going for this one again on the 1 and 2 and 1 E, 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 1. And then look at this. This is the coolest thing of all. Is that ba 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 bi da da. He's doing the same thing. He's fooling your ear because you don't really know where the 1 is because he's coming in on 4 right here. Oops. So he's approaching this for the 1. Boom, 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 bi da da. And look, he's doing it at half the speed as this one. Right? Excuse me. And then bo 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 bi da da. So I think that's kind of interesting. And then he's tricking you where he's ending on this C. They always say, not to play this note over dominant chords or that it sounds funny. It kind of does, but if you are approaching that, it sounds great. So here are some ideas about this tune. It's pretty cool tune. You might want to play it on your instrument. Oh, and by the way, this is a concert chart. This is for piano and not alto saxophone, so it would look different for alto. So this is transposed for concert. What else? Did I want to say anything else about this thing? It's pretty neat. His use of extensions in the chords are unique for the time, for sure. So I hope that you found this interesting. Feel free to make some comments or if you have questions about it. And thanks for watching.